My 26FBF30M texted his ex-fiancé that he was about to propose to me. I found out that my boyfriend of 3 years reached out to his ex-fiancé telling that he'll propose to me soon and that he wishes her happiness. They weren't on good terms when they broke up. He left her. She reached out to him a few months ago telling him that she hasn't moved on. He still chose to be with me and blocked her on everything. But now, I don't know what to feel about this. He didn't tell me that he reached out to her today. Just found out from someone else. Should I confront my BF about this, or should I just let this go? What would you feel if this happened to you? Too long didn't read. Found out my BF reached out to his ex-fiancé. Edit. Thank you for all the comments/advice. No, I shouldn't worry about it since he's just letting his ex know that it's time to move on and that he's closing the chapter of their relationship. Thank you! Exclamation mark. Edit 2. I don't want to tell the whole story here cause it's gonna be another edit post. But yes, he broke my trust once and he is until now making it up to me. If this answer all your questions, thank you. If his ex isn't over him, I see this as his way of fully shutting that door for her that she might be hoping is still potentially open to get back together. It might be his version of thanks for the memories, I'm trying to get married now, good luck in life. What happens in our minds, but a lot of males I know have texted their most recent ex letting them know, hey, I'm proposing to so and so before proposing. It might seem ridiculous, but it kept a lot of drama from arising for them. It feels more like I found the love of my life. I have moved on and you need to as well. I wouldn't worry about it. Congrats on your future. I think if he was doing it so she didn't hear it from other people and get hurt by it, it's actually quite a nice gesture. I wouldn't confront him if you think his intentions were kind. My wife and I are separated, likely divorcing, just on different paths. We've talked future, can we be friends, etc. I believe currently, given everything, I might reach out in a similar fashion if I ever get there. I believe I could also do that with it being a respectful heads up. Share close circles. My 23FBF27M finally agreed to confront his ex, 28F. She dropped a bombshell. My BF told me his on/off ex of 7 years started contacting him this past week. She was leaving very sexually explicit messages. He wouldn't block her, he just said she would eventually go away. At one point he told me to pose with his dog on my Instagram so she'd get the point that I was with him. Yesterday he finally agreed to confront her with me there. He called her 5 times but she didn't pick up, so he decided to leave a text with the following: leave us the F/CK alone. I don't like you. His ex responded back with, you're saying this cause she's right there. LOL. I miss you so much. This reminds me of last time and we see what happened to her. Please let me know when she leaves. We are in a long distance relationship. I'm afraid since he's known her for almost 10 years she knows him better than I do. I tried asking my BF what she meant by see what happened last time. He said she doesn't know what she is talking about. When he was in the bathroom today I saw she texted his phone. He hadn't blocked her. He only blocked her on Instagram. I feel he may be still into her. I wanna confront him about seeing her number pop up on his phone. TLDR, BF's ex was texting him non-stop for 1 week. BF finally agreed to confront her. She doesn't believe me anything he said because he said it in my presence. She's still calling. You're saying this cause she's right there. LOL. I miss you so much. This reminds me of last time and we see what happened to her. Please let me know when she leaves. Sounds like he cheated on his last girlfriend with her. The fact that they still contact each other and she tells him things like she misses him is a red flag. Especially since it's long distance, I wouldn't be able to trust him. We are in a long-distance relationship. What kind of long-distance relationship? Is this one where there is a definite date when you two can permanently close the distance? Otherwise I would just break up because long-distance relationships live on trust, and here there can be none. If he truly wasn't into his ex by now he would have blocked her and be done with it. I tried asking my BF what she meant by "see what happened last time." He said she doesn't know what she is talking about. Everyone, including you, knows what she's talking about. It means she did this to a previous girlfriend of his and he ended up leaving that girlfriend and banging the ex again. I just wanted to say that when I wanted my ex to leave me alone, I blocked his number and stopped talking to him. If your BF wanted his ex to leave him alone, this is what he would do. Best case he likes the attention/drama, worst case he's cheating on you. Either way I wouldn't stand for it, nor should you. My BF and I have different standards of living and it's driving me insane. What can I do? So my BF and I have been together for over 4 years. We've lived together for most of it but just got into a place of our own less than a year ago. When we moved in it was great at first. We managed our money and we split all of our bills and everything for our son evenly. He works nights and I work from home during the day. I have diagnosed OCD and changed the locks because they bothered me and do impulsive things like that. However, I make sure I don't include my boyfriend in my impulsive behaviors. For example, I clean the shower a certain way. I stopped asking him because he didn't do it the way I wanted to. It's progressed from little things like that. The only thing I ask him to do is the laundry. I do every other house chore and cook and everything. But since moving in he isn't even doing the laundry and ignores me if I ask if he's going to do it. The problem is that he now isn't picking up after himself or contributing much besides bills and watching our son. He's leaving trash and dirty dishes. It's getting to the point that I'm stressed at work because it's dirty, cleaning for hours after I get off, and not enjoying/spending time with my son because I'm obsessed over the stuff my BF isn't doing. We've talked about this so many times and he keeps saying he's going to do more and isn't. We got into a fight and I told him basically either do more or I'm leaving because I can't feel stressed about this for the rest of my life. He's saying I gave him an ultimatum and I'm telling him he has to change or I'll leave. I don't want to be arguing about this forever. Is there anything else I can do? TL, Doctor, my BF's cleaning standards are different from mine and causing too much stress in our relationship. Is there anything I can do? Update, I sincerely appreciate the honest feedback from everyone. It's made me consider that maybe I'm making him to be the problem when it's actually me. Thank you so much. So, if he originally did clean up after himself but not up to your extremely specific standards, but no longer does, this tells me that your constant fixing of his cleaning and or constant nagging to have it to your standards has eventually worn him down. You're going to either need to lower your standards, and work on therapy and medication for your OCD, or recognize that only you are going to be able to provide the level of cleanliness needed and do it yourself with no complaining. Making him have to clean to your extreme standards is not on the table and is an extremely unreasonable request. As other commenters have said, hire a cleaning service that is up to your standards, or figure out a way to handle the workload without bringing your husband into it. This, 100%. Why would Op's partner do things when Op is just going to redo them? We got into a fight and I told him basically either do more or I'm leaving because I can't feel stressed about this for the rest of my life. He's saying I gave him an ultimatum and I'm telling him he has to change or I'll leave. Well, according to you, you did. If he won't change, or you can't come to some working agreement, you have to decide to follow through or cave. I feel like people are being pretty tough on you in the comments because you have OCD, and it does sound like you do have some particular ways of cleaning things, like with the shower. I don't see what that has to do with leaving trash around, though. I think it's difficult for us to see, looking in, if the issue is that he's lazy, or you critiqued his cleaning too much, or something in between. If you don't have a therapist, it would be helpful for you to talk through all of this with one, and figure out where you do think you can compromise with him on cleaning. Couples counseling might be helpful with you finding a middle ground with things as well. I don't think this is entirely your fault, though don't assume just based on a few internet comments that you're the problem. I agree. Seems to know she has OCD and not bring bring her partner into it or expect that he will adhere to some standards. It appears however laundry is the one area she doesn't have a compulsion to control. From what Op said, he's not even doing laundry, and his standards have regressed considering they've lived together for many years previously. Though this behavior appears new to her. People are dogpiling on Op because it's the easiest thing to do, but it could genuinely be a bit of both of them. I agree with what everyone else is saying, but are you seeing a therapist for your OCD? Your husband could just be lazy, or he could feel like no matter what he does you will just redo it. It sounds like he can't win, and while I think it's a bit BS for him not to be helping, that could be a symptom of how you do things. I really do not advocate the whole it's your fault this person is reacting this way, because that's not a healthy mindset. But I sincerely believe that over time he has trained himself to just not do anything in response. My point is, I think you're both wrong. I completely understand that OCD is hard to manage, or in some cases almost impossible. I'm not downplaying that. But I think you both need to sit down and take a hard look of what he can actually do that you won't fix. And if you're not in therapy you need to be, because a lot of OCD cases can be managed. It would drive me up the wall if I felt like I could do nothing right in my own home. He is not responsible for your OCD and how you react to it, and if you can, it's time to take control of it. Work together to find some common ground or split up. It's really those only two options.